Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to get started here. Just one more minute. We're waiting for more people to show up. We had a lot more people sign up to come to today's thing, but they're not here just yet. All right, it's 20 after we got to start. All right, everybody, let's get started to our Living the Mystical Life Daily Event Summit. I want to welcome everybody to our conversation and teachings today. Dale and Laura, how's it going today?
Hey everyone, great to be here.
We're good.
We're really
Yeah,
good.
really good to be here.
And we have our elite producer, Joel the Gimbal Man, in the background. And
Howdy,
he's
howdy.
not howdy, howdy. Alrighty. Everybody, we have a live event coming up on August the 9th through the 12th. And today's event seminar is about the teachings of living the mystical life daily. We are going to be giving you guys one of the teachings from the Living the Mystical Life Daily, the Grove of the Patriarchs and the Grove of the Matriarchs. So two. So in your members area, you should be able to see a link to a download. If you want to pull that up,
It's also, there's a direct link in the chat as well.
direct link in the chat also. Okay. Now, this teaching, Grove of the Patriarchs, is a very, very powerful, powerful teaching. Normally, you put it in conjunction with the divine masculine and divine feminine, but we won't have time to do 4 revocations in today's event summit. So we're just going to do the Grove of the Patriarchs and the Grove of the Matriarchs. But before we get into that, Dale, Laura, I want to talk to you guys about this particular meditation teaching. It was one of the early on ones that just touched a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you guys share about it?
So for me, it was helping me get out the hustle and bustle of like chaos. At the time when I first did it, I had a lot going on. I was living with all my kids. I was in a busy marriage. So it was helping me achieve peace. So it was a place I went to, and I remember I knew that I've been here before many times. And it's a place to go to in many visualizations, meditations, it's like my reconnection to source. It's a place I go when I'm stressed or I need to clear or I need to go to for me, trees hold that space of peace. So when I'm going to the Grove of the Matriarchs and Patriarchs, obviously going to the Patriarchs, a masculine frequency. And I remember you talked about, Andrew, that men have to go out to seek that masculine frequency. Yeah. So for me, it was like initiation's the wrong word, but women have their menstrual cycles and they're able to get that feminine frequency through that. So it was nice to be able to go out and really receive that masculine frequency like that. It felt like a pilgrimage, like somewhere I was able to go on a pilgrimage and feel that masculine power, so to say, but not in, yeah. So for me, it was a great way to be able to go, and tears came up, and yeah, it's a place I feel like I'm there at the same time as I'm here. One of the many places. Yeah, Laura?
Yeah, Laura?
Yeah, so both of these, so Grove of Matriarchs, obviously the divine feminine, Grove of the Patriarchs, the divine masculine. And for me, they're both metaphors of how the teachings from the matriarchs and the patriarchs, or the teachings of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So, for example, I think one of the teachings of the Grove of the Patriarchs and a masculine energy is how to dig your roots deep and how to stand tall. So there's so many metaphors all the way through, which helped me at the time really understand how to get the sacred neutral perspective of the divine feminine and the sacred neutral perspective of the divine masculine.
Wonderful. Okay. We're going to go and use these teachings and have question and answers in between them. So Dale, or I want you guys to do rock, paper, scissors to choose who's going to read.
I don't know how to do this.
She doesn't, Andrew, she doesn't know how to do rock, paper,
Okay,
scissors.
I thought this would happen. So Trey, teach the boomer how to rock, paper, scissors.
So I just choose one and do
Choose
it.
rock, paper, scissors, yeah.
Okay.
For one, no. So 1, 2, 3, and go. There, we both did right. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
What's rock?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
So I won that one. So
Okay.
yeah.
You read.
You get to choose which one you read.
Okay. So I will read Grove of the Patriarchs.
Okay. Now, before you get started, Dale, I want
Right.
everyone to sit back, relax, and understand that this webinar today is about the teachings, getting you lined up. This is the kickoff to a beginning of a review of everything that's in Living the Mystical Life Daily. We're going to be doing it on all of our live webinars, on our members show. So here's the kickoff of the beginning of a practice that'll take you all the way up to the live event. So, Dale, what I want you to do is I want you to just focus on the power of your words.
Yes.
And I want you to see words coming out of your mouth, but you're not attached to those words, but you are emanating the energy of these words. And let those words be an attractor energy, bringing the awareness to the light and geometry that the words create alone. So keep yourself in that neutral state, but understand you do have to project.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead when you're ready.
This next meditation and teaching combined into one by design to be used with the sacred masculine contract revocation. So to do this, all you have to do is read out loud the sacred masculine revocation. And then with a few minutes of reading the revocation, you go into this meditation. So we'll start from the beginning. You've done your revocation. You've set the very space in which you are going to meditate. And in this meditation is meant to be an emanation of new boundaries of your masculine energy. And this will be bonded with what you know as a grove of the patriarchs. This is to realign those who need masculine energy in their life at this time. And they know their masculine boundaries can easily step on the boundaries of others. By reminding us the way of the trees work, we are never stepping on anyone's boundaries. We are never infringing on their sacred space because we are in equal co-creation. Men go out and seek, and women find within. With men and women come together, they seek and find within the natural process. This meditation is to assist the male energies. Whether you are a man or a woman in this lifetime, it does not matter. It's a mask of the energy that you are removing and allowing the truth of the masculine energy to come forth in some level to this reality. By coming forth out the ancient mind space, we make manifest the teachings of the grove of the patriarchs. Find yourself in your mind, creating the vision. You are in a big valley with trees everywhere, and in the center of this valley is a big river that makes a wide lake, and that wide lake has another river that goes off. In the center of the lake are two big islands, filled with giant massive trees, dwarfing everywhere else. This first island is known as the Grove of the Patriarchs. This is where your journey in your sacred process of meditation, to find the level of male energy needed to bond with the sacred space, so you can bring your light body as your sacred concept of dissemination of energy of equal co-creation. You are letting go of the terms of war and blame and shame and guilt. You are letting go of tyrants and victims. You are letting go of military and technology. You are letting go of money and spiritual contracts. You have just completed this sacred masculine revocation. You have made the moment sacred, and now the Grove of the Patriarchs invites you to begin your visualization journey process from the very edge of the valley to the edge of the water, See your feet and your arms and your legs in a joyful, bounding stride as you go through the trails of the mind, letting go of distractions that you are not sacred, letting go of the processes that the male must control, letting go of all other concepts of this journey in your own mind to the river's edge. You arrive and there is a canoe waiting for you. You get in and you are in the water with your paddle and the grove of the tree far in the distance. You let the waves and the water and the currents pull you onto the island. Your boat comes ashore. You pull it forward. You kneel to the ground and greet the grove of the patriarchs. You make your journey to the center of the island, and there is a great stone monolith there, emblazed in 1,000,000 different languages. The grove of the patriarchs, this sacred place. Let go of all the things that you have are distracting. Allow yourself to bond in sacred union with the grove of the patriarchs. Those beings in ancient tree form are here to teach us how we operate in the times of the now as a rooted, sacred, neutral, masculine perspective. Find your tree, your ancient master, in this grove of ancient patriarchs, and know that you are here in non-competition, non-hierarchical order, in equal co-creation with you. You see the tree that calls out to you. Go and sit next to it, leaning up against it, so your chakra system is aligned with the dense-based body. Each breath you're taking is in unison with the wind through the limbs of the trees. Each time you close your eyes and don't allow them to open again, you see the very veins of your tree taking sacred nourishment from the ground to the various highest points of the tree. Your knowingness of your own body connects to that of your own body, has a heart that pumps its blood in very similar fashion. Allow this sympathetic and parasympathetic connection to the tree. And when you feel resistance, that is a sympathetic and parasympathetic not wanting you to give control away. And they will create distractions in the mind, taking you away from the vision of the patriarchs. The vision of the patriarchs is to stand tall because it is an equal co-creation, non-competition, meaning it's sharing all of its residual image with you in power. If you should hold sacred, neutral, masculine position of tree standing in a grove of ancient trees in equal co-creation as a divine soul that you are, it is that simple. Emanate from within what it is to be an ancient grove of trees, and with that, they will emanate that energy. You will see yourself as one of the grove of trees, or one of the trees in the valley, because they are in equal creation with the grove of the patriarchs. For every tree upon this world is linked to every other tree in the spirit world. And these trees you have chosen is your guide into the collective consciousness of all trees. Through the process of the grove of the patriarchs, you can filter out the masculine energies that are taking you away from your own sacred bond with your heart space. Call upon the ancient masters in front of you to share this image of you, the ancient tree, standing tall in the sunlight, emanating perfect spiritual photosynthesis, just as the ancient master tree in front of you. Allow your body to emanate with the same area of light that the tree has. Allow the sunshine in this vision on every branch to emanate through every branch of your microorganism, every bronchial tube, every vein, every nerve, and every synapse. It's still a branch of your creation. Densify this vision, and equal co-creation will come to your body, mind, and spirit, as the ancient master shows you what it is to stand between every rise and fall of the sun, every passing of the moving of the seasons and the stars, what it takes to endure human time and no time and tree time, simultaneously part of this spirit physical now. You have this choice in this mighty co-creation moment of the now. Deeper you go into the concept of what the patriarch in equal co-creation with all other masculine energies is. Call upon the very center of the tree to go into the root system so you may begin to connect to the very source of the masculine energy that our Earth Mother is asking us to co-create on this surface, so spiritual incarnations can exist and this reality can continue without control for domination. Give yourself deeper into the patriarch concept of equal co-creation with all forms of life. Ask it to begin to teach you and how to sacred neutral stance in your space, your sovereign boundaries of greatness. You are not something to be conquered. You are being that can outcreate anything in its presence. The illusions and delusions of the others are not part of this process. Block them with the massive vision of the tree in Earth's creation. This is your gift for every breath, you being equal co-creation. You may call upon the grove of the patriarchs anytime you find yourself in spiritual domination. Call upon the grove of patriarchs to show you how to stand tall. See you in the dream world.
I hope.
Oh, wow. No.
Still coming too.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, this is the moment we're going to ask people to what is their experience? What did you guys learn from the teaching? If you'd like to share with us, there's a chance for you to unmute yourself and raise your hand if you want. You can click the reactions button, click raise hand, or just unmute, turn on your video if you want to, and share with us. Got a lot of people in here. They're all still coming too, huh? Okay, Jeff, you got your hand up?
Sure, yeah. It was interesting. I had a few kind of different realizations. One was that I think I've had a very much of a wounded warrior in my experience, but it's always been an expression of keep fighting or needing to keep fighting or needing to keep that competitional aspect. But it's like I think I had this realization. It's like, well, I don't need that expression for me anymore. I can let go of that. And so, um, yeah, and it was and I had the mind interplaying, the programs acting up, and then it's funny, right when Dale started saying like, well, you can, I forget the exact words, but like you could quieting the programs or whatever, like actually calling out the mental shenanigans. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. And then that's exactly when I let go. But also I had another realization. I felt like it was like patriarch, the word, it has this shadow expression in the modern day, and I'm like, oh wait, actually there's this whole other definition that is represented in this teaching, and that's what we're called to embody, and that is the patriarchal expression that we can embody in a healthy and like co-creative divine fashion, you know. And so I was just like, oh, I can respect myself as a masculine without feeling ashamed or like, but actually do it in a way that is strong for myself and strong for all others around me. So I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome, you know. And yeah, I just felt like I released a lot. I was yawning a lot and stuff like that. And I was getting images of being there. But yeah, I was it was I feel a lot more calmer now. I feel,
Mhm.
yeah, at peace.
So if people want to know, the Grove of the Patriarchs is actually a real place. It's on Mount Rainier. That was the inspiration in which to write this document. It's called the Grove of the Patriarchs. It's on the west side of the mountain. It is a bit of trek to get there. You have this place to park, and then you go across this aluminum bouncy bridge, as long as it's not washed out, and you walk about a mile and a quarter. A normal person can walk it. It is a little steep in some places, but it's not that difficult. There's stairs everywhere, and then you get to the point where all the ancient sequoias are, and then there's this wooden walkway you can stay on, to kind of protect the trees. And the very first one you come up to is a small one. It only takes about 18 hands interlocked to get around it. And it's about 500 feet tall, 400 feet tall. And then you look around yourself and you realize there's about 200 trees of the ancient sequoias, and that is the Grove of the Patriarchs. And the biggest one there, it takes 32 people hand to hand to get around it. And
Wow.
when you're sitting at its base or looking at its base, it grew so fast that it had a twist to it, which gives it a rigid strength and yet flexibility. So it's a real place. That was the inspiration of writing it. That was my connection to it, the mountain, all the things that I was going through at that time. You know, what was the best possible service I could be with my particular talent, you know, of visualization, writing, the Akashic records. You know, what was my legacy going to be? And this is one of those legacy pieces. Dale, have you come to yet?
Yeah, it just, as I was reading out that, it gave me the understanding of how far I've come, but also my will to go into spirit and being my power now.
Yeah.
And just to be able to go back to the first person reading that all those times to go to the person I am now. And just seeing the trials, tribulations I was going through, but it
Mm-hmm.
just gave me that empowerment, and I had these tears. Just, I think it's out of the strength. For me, it's that strength of the tree holding its power through the storm, through the rain, through the wind, and always knowing that the sun will be coming, but always being patient as well. And yeah, it was beautiful. A lot more understanding I had reading that this time with how this now moment than there was back then, because I had more hindsight of my journey through the teaching.
Yeah, exactly. Hindsight's such a vital thing. So that's why you won the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, there you go.
Did I set that up? Maybe I did.
Yeah, you set up some shit yesterday as well, and it set me up for today when I was doing some work on writing and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
he loves setting shit up, this guy.
Okay.
Uh,
Laura, what would you like to share about what you heard?
It reminded me of what I'd learned years ago, and it's still in me, but hearing Dale read it again, obviously the masculine reading this is the sacred bonding between the trees, but each in its own space, not treading on another's journey, which is one of your teachings, allowing each tree to grow within its own space, having that sacred union, having that communion, that bonded, because they're rooted together, aren't they? So having the bonding and yet having the freedom to each be individuals without anything stepping on their journeys, which is one of your teachings. And I think the trees show it beautifully. And obviously it's something that's really natural. It's natural earth energy, isn't it, within a tree?
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful way of expressing the divine masculine.
Wonderful. Okay. Would anybody else in the chat room like to share your feelings, thoughts, energies, experiences?
Come on, we see
This is
you.
a practice along chance for you guys to ask questions about the content.
We have Kyle, whose hand is raised.
Kyle, signal to unmute.
Oh, that was really beautiful. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can. How you doing, Kyle?
Good, good. I started getting really emotional at the end of it. um, During it, I
Where did
started
it,
feeling, huh?
go ahead. What did
I
the
still,
emotion come well up in you, or did it build up?
it, I think it was welling up, but it started really building up at the end. It was both, I guess. I don't know. It was just really beautiful. I started feeling really connected to the trees around me, especially the tree in my front yard. Is that?
That was you were in that tree, in that bubble of tree energy, where you're connected to their energy instead of the hustle and bustle of this weird world we live in.
Yeah, even now I feel like it's calling to me to come hang out with it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Tree.
I just wanted to say that I started feeling the tree energy, and I'm like, holy crap, it's like really calling me. Its roots and everything. I can feel them right now. I swear,
Yeah.
it's really strange.
Yeah. So the energy of the trees is a natural, let's just say, reinvigoration of natural living, because we're really living a we're disconnected from natural living, and it's supposed to be part of everyday life. The trees and their wisdom are within a mind's thought away, and we're instantly within their embrace. And this is something that we need to relearn how to do it again and to make it a part of our everyday life. That no matter where the trees are, you can tune into that field, which can give you strength, harmony, balance, endurance, wisdom. All of those things are available as the collective of trees are all sharing with you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dale, for reading that. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Kyle.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Anybody else? I'm not going to push it today.
Yeah.
So, Laura, we're going to have you read The Divine Feminine Grove of the Matriarchs. Now, similar to Dale, I want you to project it out of your mouth, but be the neutral projector.
Okay.
So your body, you're remaining neutral. The words are the words, and you're just bringing them in the form of light and letting them be the attractor energy here.
Okay.
Okay? Go ahead when you're ready.
Grove of the Matriarchs meditation. This next meditation is for those of you who have just completed the Sacred Feminine Revocation. Clear your mind, clear your throat, clear your thoughts, clear your frequency, and know you have just completed a sacred act of a contract revocation that is defining your boundaries as a sacred feminine spirit, bonded with the place that you are in now. You have set the frequency of boundaries where control cannot have power in your emotions. Control cannot create patterns of distraction and disease within the self. Control is no longer a faction that can function as a process of divide and conquer within yourself, that has been removed by the action of the sacred feminine contract revocation. Find yourself a place to sit so you can begin the visualization process. Excuse me. You have an actual tree that you can go and sit under. That will make this process even better. Allow yourself to let go of the distractions, turn off all other things that can create it, and focus on the voice and the teaching and the process of visualization. And at the end, you will find yourself completely connected to the give and take process of equal co-creation that allows for the upload and download of stressors and into a denser form of the tree. For we are all bonded in some form of sacred feminine energy. For nothing can be born here on this world without a woman giving birth, creating a seed, being a part of the process. Breathe. Allow your breath to take on a feminine quality. Allow your heart to emanate light from within. Allow your brain to settle into your heart in a natural process of love. See your hands emanating love and light in every cell and organ in your body, emanating love and light. Create the image of a big valley full of trees with a river that runs down the center that creates a great lake with another river that leads off into the far. You are on the edge of this big valley, and it is now your journey to the grove of the patriarchs and the grove of the matriarchs. In the center of this river is the Great Lake, and that Great Lake has 2 islands upon it. One is the grove of the patriarchs, and one is the grove of the matriarchs. You are going to the grove of the matriarchs, there to let down in your sacred feminine qualities, to connect with the birthing nature of this world, connect with the 7 future generations, so you can be a part of this mighty co-creative divine force of Earth Mother. Begin the journey down the valley into the trails. See the trees around you. Hear the birds chirping. Hear the frequencies the trees emanate, reminding you to let go of distractions the further and further you go into this meditation and teaching. You come to the water's edge. There is a canoe there waiting for you. See yourself getting into the canoe, pushing off, going into the water, using your paddles to get you into the fast waters of the river that take you to the great islands in the center. See the horizon line and the sunlight reflecting off the water. Feel the wind on your cheek and brow and set your vision to the grove of the matriarchs. Put into your consciousness the paddling of the water and moving and rushing of the mind until the very canoe front runs aground and you are there. You get out of your canoe and pull it to the shore so it will not go away, and you kneel before the island and greet it, the grove of the matriarchs. Allow this moment to settle into you, for this grove of trees has invited you here to connect with them in equal co-creation with the sacred feminine energy, so you may be a part of the birthing process of this world, so you may learn about the collective consciousness of the sacred feminine within. Find your way to the center of the island, noting the things on the way. In the center of the island is a giant megalithic stone, emblazoned in 1,000,000 languages. This is the grove of the matriarchs, the place of sacred feminine bonding and knowledge and wisdom. This place is sacred. Every language emblazons these words, so all forms of spirit know this place is sacred. You do not bring drama and trickster spirits here. You allow them to stay at the edges of all realities, because you have broken contracts, vows, and agreements with them. The trees are whispering to you. Shh. Come here, come here, come visit. Find the tree that connects to you. Ask this ancient master in front of you. Mistress, grove of the trees, may I sit before you and share your space in equal co-creation, so I may once again learn the love of the sacred feminine in spirit form, separate of this human form, so I may emanate in time and no time, the deepest connection to all, being the mother of all things in creation, being the nurturer that we all are. I call out to the sacred feminine tree people that are in this grove of the matriarchs to assist me in letting down, to assist me in connecting to the sacred feminine energies within that assisted me during my birth while I was a fetus in my mother's womb. I let go of everything that is cultural programming and taboos. I let go of all spiritual contracts that use any form of sex as the form of co-creation. I am now just a tree in the sacred feminine action of nurturing all other beings in sacred neutral process, of being the feminine in equal contrast and control with their masculine counterparts. In this moment of now, make the choice to connect and bond in equal co-creation with the sacred matriarchal tree in front of you, inviting you to share no time space, so they may share your journey together, so she may droop her branches to touch your forehead and remind you of the spiritual photosynthesis that the feminine does, is vastly different than the spiritual photosynthesis that the masculine does. Sit next to the tree with your back up against it, allowing your chakra system to bond with the very spirit of that tree, knowing that in equal co-creation, this tree will never take control, and you can never take control of it, for that is not the feminine way. The process simply asks for you to breathe deep and allow your lungs to emanate the vision of a tree. For inside your lungs are bronchioles and tubes that are truly branches and trees that leave from the center core, where the hemoglobin is in interaction with our oxygen, and the blood is our roots, and the veins, systems, and artery are the physical aspects of our roots. Bond this image of branches and roots in the center of your lungs. The heart is what keeps the flow of all fluid through the trees. Your heart keeps all the fluid flowing through your body. Connect with this tree and ask her to share her vision of standing high in the noon sky with the sun in full co-creation with this world. Share with you her sacred feminine vision, an empathic connection to the very world. That is spiritual photosynthesis of the sacred matriarchs of this grove. Ask her to share the wisdom and your knowingness and the connectivity of all life. Ask her to teach you about the creating of seeds with the imprinted knowledge of not to infringe upon the sacred space of others, but to allow your sacred space to have an infinite layer within itself so it does not affect others. Seek this wisdom in your knowingness. Ask the tree to upload in every breath her sacred wisdom and to download from your body all of your stuff that is leading you out of sacred neutrality. Ask her to share an equal co-creation, her knowledge and wisdom about density training and the sacred feminine within. The stronger the feminine is, the denser the feminine is, the more light that it can draw upon from its roots to make equal co-creation something in the real and the moment of now. Sisters share this bond far different than brothers and other siblings, because in that bonding of sacred feminine is the emotional process of sharing, something men have a difficult time with. Redouble your efforts and focus on the sacred feminine equal co-creation of this vision, and allow yourself to be a part of the vision tree, creating and co-creating from the sun, emanating in your heart. Carry this vision into your dream world. Ask the sacred mistress in the grove of the matriarchs to come to your dream world and show you her vision standing high in the sun, reminding you in this dream space to connect with the trees and the sacred feminine of equal co-creation and divine feminine touch, recharging every cell and neuron and synapse of your body, mind, and soul. Whenever you are in difficult emotional moments, call upon the grove of the matriarchs. It is their collective grandmother's gift for you with every breath you take in equal co-creation, non-competition. See you in the dream world. Aho.
Aho. That was a lot of energy, Laura. Damn, you're good.
Wow. That was amazing.
The challenge was, you said to let the words speak.
Yeah.
And because sometimes I go deep and add extra.
You embody the words.
Yes, animation, let's say.
Yeah,
And because you said that, I didn't. I stepped back and tried to take a more calmer, but a more neutral perspective than I normally do.
More
But
of your narrator side.
Yes, it sounded more powerful because I did that in a way, because you don't need anything to embellish words that already carry that much high frequency.
Yeah, that's your BBC special animal zoo voice.
Yes.
The wild buffalo in its natural surroundings.
Yes.
Would anybody like to share with their experience from how Laura read it and how you guys received it? Now, this is a chance to ask questions and answers. Expand your abilities. Do I got to put up the chicken sign? Maureen, you spoke. What was it like for you?
It's an amazing thing when your voice disconnects from your personality or your presence and takes you on an imaginative journey like that. It really, it's transcending, isn't it? It's like an amazing thing. Words are floating above me right now. And I've had a pretty intense week, so I haven't been feeling so brave, but this is why I'm here. This is what has brought me here. This is what has kept me coming back to Andrew's teachings, because it resonates so strongly, and the trees do heal, and they are my family right now. So it's I very much looking forward to the summer and getting out to the West Coast and seeing those trees for the first time.
Well, the sequoias are also in just outside of Fresno. I forgot the name of the park that's there that has their own sequoias. They had the General Sherman tree there, which was the tallest tree in the world for the longest time. But the second tallest tree in the world is there also. So there's a variety of places where you can go see the giant sequoias. But the Grove of the Patriarchs in Mount Rainier, they're like literally the pack of 200 trees that are in the grove are like all 250, 350, 400 feet tall.
Oh, amazing.
Giant, just absolutely giant.
It's so, all I can ever think about is how many are gone. There
But
must have been so many more.
the ones that remain have the wisdom. And that was the teaching of this meditation. As long as one remains, all remains.
Ah, like
Okay?
an aspen, like a
Right.
family of aspen.
Exactly. As long as there is one, there is always.
Ah,
And we just need to learn to tap into those groves that are left.
glorious.
We can go to other groves of trees and connect them to the grove of the matriarchs and patriarchs, or grow our own grove. Find some trees that you're going to take from seed or sapling and make it so it's a 50, 60, 70-year project for yourself.
Mm.
Okay, if you have property. Okay. When my parents bought this house that they're in, this house they're in now in 1964, it was like everything looked like a golf course here. There was no nothing anywhere. And since that time, 60 plus years later, everything is filled in. But my mom put in trees that are, for each kid that was born, and she put some trees in. These are all giant trees 60 years later, 50 years later.
Nice.
Yeah.
We did something similar to that with the house we built. We had a long driveway coming in, and we always dreamed of having a tunnel. And it's there.
Yeah.
It grew. It's amazing to do that, isn't it? Yeah.
Sure. Now, planting trees is an ancient part of human DNA. Okay. You would save whatever seeds you could, and as you were nomadically walking from place to place, you'd be planting and planting and planting. It's how primitive permaculture came to being. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the trees would speak to the people, take my seeds to this place and plant them here. Sing this song. And these are the tree songs and the seed songs that developed from all the natural civilizations that were out there.
The music of this planet.
That's right. You just got to learn to tune into it. Bring it into your everyday practice until it's second nature to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay. What did you think of the divine? What did you think of the divine masculine, the one Dale read out?
I felt a more regal feeling with that and less connected. I don't know. I didn't. Huh? Maybe it was my own distraction, but I love listening to Dale's voice. He takes me on a journey too. I've had a session with him a few years back.
Now you know why I plucked him out of the wilds.
Sure, yeah. You have amazing people all around you for a reason.
Yeah. They deserve it because they did all the hard work. Hard work got you where you guys are at. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
That's super. It's a rare gift to have connection with a team so dynamic.
Yep. That's why we want to share our dynamic, our show, our strength, our connection. Joel and Morgan are in the background too, but they're every bunch a part of this team too. Yeah. And their daughter Lucia too. She attends meetings.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Would anybody else like to share anything about what they heard with Laura reading? Dale, what did you get from her reading it?
So for me, it was like it unlocked emotions. For me, what I wasn't holding on to, but just some underlining things where I was like being a bit of a stone with. So as soon as she started talking and going there, I just had tears just streaming down my face. Then towards the end, the trees were showing me all of my victories. So they were showing me like all the logos of the businesses I've had, all the pictures of the ceremonies I've had where people have come, the shows and so on. Like I'm getting emotional talking about it, but they were just showing me all the stuff I've done and said, look
Uh-huh.
what I've done. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. And the way you read it as well, Laura, is just in that high frequency flow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, guys. All right, so we've got some things to take care of just here 1 second. We have our live event coming up. So it's Living the Mystical Life Nightly Online Course. And we're doing the Revisited series. That's what today was starting about, as well as telling you guys about our live event that is coming up on August the 9th through the 12th. Okay, so if you want to sign up for that, you go to andrewbartzis.com/journey. You can get tickets for couples to the conference. And then also, if you wanted to combine the mentorship training with the event, you have that available also. And a reminder for those that sign up for the annual Living the Mystical Life Daily, when you're unable to attend the event, all of the review classes that we're going to be doing for Living the Mystical Life Daily, if you are a yearly member, you will get access to all of that practice that comes with that. And the upcoming dates are, we have the Loosh Report on Friday. And then this Friday, April 11th, the level 3 ongoing mentorship starts. And then the level 1 starts on the 12th. And then the next Saturday, the level 2 starts. They are oppositing Saturdays. And then on April the 29th, we will have our next Creators Series. So I want to bring Joel in here for a second to talk about that Creator Series. This is for people who have no computer experience whatsoever and want to learn about what it takes to put a simple video together, to put a picture together. Joel, are you there?
Yeah,
So we've done what, 5 classes now?
I think so. Yeah, we've done let's see, it's April now. Yeah. So about 5.
So we went over how to make a simple recording, how to put a cap on the front and the back, how to do things in a very hands-on way. You want to give an explanation of that?
Yeah, and working with software that isn't bank breaking or is free to access, and stuff that's set up as user friendly as possible to play around with, in no consequence environment. You don't have to go spend $600 on some software to do these kinds of things nowadays. It's
Right.
way more accessible. And, for people who are still having that technical jitters, playing with the toys or doing certain recordings and whatnot, we show you how to generate similar things with AI. Like, everything can be prompt based nowadays. And like, every freaking day something new comes out where now you can jump in the AI and edit your images the same way you can in Photoshop just by telling the AI to do it. Yeah. And so the idea behind the Creator Series is, okay, it's stuff that required people to go to school or work professionally and for a long time to be proficient. A lot of that stuff, the technology has put some ease on. And so if you've got an idea, you've got the creativity, or you want to integrate the skills into your spiritual work, doing your recordings of your revocations, adding music underneath, recording yourself, adding video effects and things like that, it's all within reach. And we encourage you to come and join us, create with us, and have a good time.
Yeah. We also help you get over the fear of technology and how we make things very simple. The reason Joel and I came together is this world is advancing so fast. Some people want to put a show together. Some people want to do this. We give everyone the basic tools, how to use those tools, and get your creative energies moving and flowing, whether it's recording a song, doing a parody video, putting a meme together. This class is meant for those who want to take that ongoing journey, because we're teaching, our next class is going to be about music and how to use musical instruments, connect to computers, record your own self. Okay. And then we will touch back on that, but we're going to give you just a variety of things that you can use, a whole spectrum of tools that are available, whether it's drawing with a pen, a digital light pen, so on and so forth, all the graphics that can come with that. Highly encourage you guys to sign up as that. That can be one of those things that can be a new hobby for you, learning the computers and all the different tools that are out there.
And just to give you an idea, with some of the people I've been working on stuff with, Morgan is doing a lot of the same things that I'm doing, and she's a web designer, marketer person, and has taken up video with a lot of ease. So is Angel, helping us out with clips. Sean's videos he's been putting out are amazing. I've been really inspired with how he's taken on those skills with ease.
Yeah, we've had some people really tap into their passion, their creativity, and taken the tools, and their tools can match the creativity can match their tools, which allows them to just, have incredibly fun times creating, and then final products that actually are great. All right, so everyone, we have our member show tomorrow night after the Adventures into Reality call-in show, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This coming Friday is the GNN Loosh Report, followed by the game stream. And also this coming Friday starts the ongoing Level 3 mentorship. And the next creator series is April the 29th. I would highly encourage everyone to go to our X community page, which is their Adventures into Reality call-in show. Please give a like or a follow there. It helps the algorithm a lot. And if you're interested in having private sessions with me, you can go to my website, andrewbartzis.com/journey, and you'll have all the private session and coachings that are available there. And then we also have Joel and Morgan do a specialty tech consultant. Joel, do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so if you have any content needs, back-end service needs in terms of email marketing, designing websites, music production, designing shows, like I've worked in most parts of the entertainment industry, so I have a breadth of knowledge. So we offer $100 consultation for an hour that gets you and me and Morgan, depending on what your needs are. So if you just need to set up a website, you'll probably spend more time with Morgan. If you're trying to start a stream or you record an album or something like that, you'll spend more time talking with me, and you'll walk away with, a PDF document with a strategy that we're recommending to you, or a couple strategies, depending on what we talk about in the consultation.
Wonderful. So Dale and Laura, you want to give a way for people to connect to you?
So I'm back offering soul surgery one-to-one sessions, and I have joined with Laura Massey and Two Feathers Medicine. So if you'd like a soul surgery session with myself, if you'd like a clearing, if you feel like dog shit and just want to feel better, head over to twofeathersmedicine.com and book a session with me.
Laura?
Yeah. Yes, you can find me there too. So you can contact me at laura2feathers@gmail.com with the number 2. Excuse me. I also give sessions online to help you find your self-empowerment through shamanic practices.
Wonderful. All right, everybody. We will be back tomorrow for the Adventures to Reality call-in show, followed by the members show, and then the Friday night Loosh Report. All right, Joel, take us away.
See you later, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, you guys.
You're welcome, everyone.
So much.
Thanks, Gloria. Finally, releasing my voice.